Gypsy Bliss is back. What's up? These are all the pieces that I created while on the beach in St Croix because I'm a lucky, lucky girl. A couple of these were started on airplanes, but you get the gist. So these are on Yupo, which is a plastic paper. And all of these will get cut up to go into a piece that you would have seen recently. It looks like a quilt. So they get cut up into like 3x3 pieces and put into a geometric pattern and then embedded in resin, art resin, brand resin, onto a canvas. So that's the project I was working on while I was lucky enough to be sitting on Mermaid Beach at the Buccaneer Resort in St Croix in Christiansted. And a couple of pieces I got worked on in other places as well, in Frederickstead at a cafe, that kind of thing. So, yeah, so there's this girl who I didn't want to add anything else to, and I really hate to cut up because the problem I'm having is cutting them up, but that's what has to happen for the piece. But I love how that came out. Love, love, love. This could probably use a little bit more work, but it's anatomical heart. Anatomical-ish heart. This is just a flower mandala. This won't be in a quilted piece because this is on regular watercolor paper, which I don't think will work in this process. I have not tried to put resin on top of watercolor paper before to embed it, and I'm guessing it's gonna suck up the liquid, but maybe I'll do that as an experiment. But that got started, I think this got started on an airplane, which is probably why it's on watercolor paper, because I needed it to dry quickly. This one too, this one's on watercolor paper as well. So that piece is completed as is by itself. It will not be embedded in resin. So there's that. The rest of these, yeah, the rest of these are in watercolor. This piece, so it's kind of a rainbow skull-ish. This piece I actually didn't end up liking and didn't finish, but there's, I don't know if you can even see because there's white henna there, white henna in it as well. I don't know, I might work on that more and I might toss it and it might just get cut up just as is. This one, there's that. This is one that's just out of the ordinary completely for me, but I just did blocks of color and then something was dropped on it right there, so that piece probably won't make it into a quilt, but the rest of this can. This is a coral reef piece. This one has iridescent gold and dandelions. I hope you can see that. And this one is probably one of my favorites. There's a whole lot of this white henna drawn into it, but I love the colors in this one. So I did a whole lot of work. It's so funny to see what it comes down to. It doesn't seem like a lot of work, but it was hours and hours and hours of every day pulling, you know, watercolors out and taping this paper down so it didn't fly out into the ocean, having people stop by and ask me what I was doing, and like all kinds of stuff. So it was interesting. I found it's interesting to me that there, when people stopped to ask you questions, they were nearly interviewing you. And here, I could paint at a Starbucks, I could paint out on a sidewalk, and people would not ask me questions. They would just maybe stop to look at it for a minute and walk on. Whereas there, they would ask me, I mean, a million questions. And that was kind of cool and kind of, and I can be kind of shy sometimes too, so I don't know. They're very friendly. They're very friendly and just curious about what the heck I was out there doing. So, and then other, you know, guests would ask sometimes. the older guests would ask what I was doing and how, what I was using and everything else. So that was interesting. So all of these pieces right here, these will all go into bigger pieces. These on watercolor paper I'm not going to put in there. And then this piece I worked on for 2 days because I don't really do, realistic pieces. We had a photo on canvas in our room, and I'll insert it at the end of this, that I was trying to recreate here. And I happened to also be taking a class online at the same time as we were on vacation, learning all kinds of things, but that was part of learning that as well. So the idea of having a reference photo and trying to paint something from it. So this is all watercolor on that Yupo plastic paper again. You can see there's iridescent watercolor in it. The white spots are, what is the name of my pen? It's a white jelly pen. And yeah, that's all that's in there. So that was something that I did that I wouldn't normally do, but I worked for a very, very, very long time on it. And I doubt that I would even still call it done. But I'll insert the reference photo at the end of this so you can see what I was seeing. Anyway, other than that, and that'll get cut up too. That'll get cut up too. Other than that, please excuse my appearance because I got burned and bit and all the other fun things that the fair girl gets when she goes to the islands. I just wanted to say, Gypsy Bliss, we're having a kind of a customer appreciation, get to know you, come check us out. We love all of our clients, old and new, kind of open house cocktail party, dinner too, actually. So I just wanted to announce that. As of right now, the date is March 5th. It should be a Tuesday. And I just picked that this morning. Should be a Tuesday evening. I figured, I know it's a work night. You don't have to come and party your butts off. I do want you to come and, check out the open house. I want you to have a drink. I want you to have some snacks and spend some time and not feel obligated to spend the whole night here. And that's really what I'm going for. It's like, it's an open house type event. You don't have to feel like you have to spend, 3 hours at a party. But we're just doing that just as an appreciation. And plus I want people to be able to see the new pieces that are coming out. And it's exciting. And I wanted to do something for everyone. This is the reason why I didn't give Christmas gifts to any of my clients, in case you were wondering. I want to do this one big party for everybody. So I appreciate you. I wouldn't have my place without you. I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do without you. And I love you so very much. And I hope that everyone comes, even for 5 minutes, even for a hug, even for, a glass of champagne, whatever. And I'm going to let you guys go. I have my client coming. See you later. Bye.